Hey y'all, it's your girl Coco Kitten Bruja here, and I wanted to update you all on not only the channel but my life. Excuse me. I feel like what I have to say may help some of you guys out there. And forgive me for the coughing. I am getting over a cold. So since March, the astrological new year, things have been kind of wild for me on my end. For the collective, yes, but for me in general as well. I've been having tower moment after tower moment, and I didn't really understand where it was all coming from. Didn't understand, why is this happening now type of energy. Spirit's been pulling up untreated trauma left and right, and it's trauma that I didn't even realize existed. Going back to childhood, as early as me being a toddler, all the way up and through my college years. Just a lot of things that I've mentally blocked out because it's not right now, it's not what's happening right now. I have to focus on the now. And you just keep moving. You don't really think about the things that happened in the past and how they affect the now until the past is smacking you in the face, right? I've had like a lot of high highs and some pretty serious lows over the past 3 months. I felt like giving up. I felt like being done with the channel, with offering readings and everything. There have been times where I've been physically unable to do things, panic attacks, and will fully admit that I even felt myself on the brink of self-harm at one point in time. And I'm telling you guys this because I'm not perfect, and you will never hear me claim to be. As much advice as I give on the channel, as much, all of the real shit that I talk about on my channels through my readings, they are gifts from spirit, yes, but they are also rooted in my own personal experiences. So I never want you guys to feel like, I come from this high and mighty place, because baby, listen, I am an ever evolving creature, right? But what I will say is that I'm speaking to you all today because I have survived every single one of those days up until this very moment that I'm recording this video, and will continue to survive after I'm done and uploaded, right? But at the same time, you can too. I put a lot into this channel. A lot of time recording and mainly tapping into collective energy. Each message comes with its own sort of ritual of calling my energy back, tapping into the divine collective, making sure whoever watches this is also covered in healing and protecting light. So I do a lot when it comes to each and every video that I upload. Even down to the deck reviews. And the messages come easy, but I always, and of course I'm happy to share them because, that's the reason why I'm here. But I feel like spirit pulled me back from doing the readings because I spend so much time in the collective that I started to overlook the messages that were specifically for me. And it wasn't until I took time to listen for understanding and not listening to play telephone that I understood why the pendulum started to swing so far in the opposite directions. The messages for me came through hot and heavy, and they started causing me to really rethink everything that I knew. A lot of the things that you guys are going to start to see on the channel, it's a lot of the same, but there's definitely going to be differences. There's definitely going to be a different feeling with the readings, just simply because I'm not the same person I was 3 months ago, and I'm happy for that. We're going to start learning more on this channel. I want to not only provide you guys a space for collective readings, but I want you guys to start understanding your own power, right? As someone who used to watch, well, I still do, who watches a lot of other YouTube readers, I found myself in a space where I was almost starting to rely on them. And while I love you guys, I absolutely love all of my subscribers, all of the subscribers that I will have in the future as well, I don't ever want you guys to become reliant on my messages. That's not why I'm here. I'm not here to, have people follow me blindly. I want you guys to start learning how to use your own magic and use your own intuition, right? So that's something that means a lot to me. And I hope you guys will start tuning in for that. But I found myself up at 4:30 this morning for a good reason, but also contemplating life, contemplating the last 3 months of my life. And it's like out of nowhere, like that's when things became so clear. Now I know between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. they say those are witching hours. And when you're awake during those times, that's when you can get great messages from spirit. And this one was the clearest message that I've had in a very, very, very long time. I had a vision of me at like a vendor fair, and I had my table all set up with all of my little resin items that I make, and I was offering readings as well, and they were $10 for one card. And I remember sitting there and there was nobody standing in front of me at all. But I pulled a card and I started doing a reading as if somebody was standing in front of me. And I pulled the death card. And I proceeded to give this reading based on that card. Now, those that know me personally know that I haven't been able to pull cards for myself since March. But this vision was as plain and as clear as day. It was the death card, but the image was a rose growing out of the concrete. And I proceeded to tell this phantom client that every trial and every difficulty they faced has been pushing them through the concrete, pushing the flower through the concrete. And the death card is the Phoenix card. You becoming one with the earth to be reborn again, the cycle of life, right? Now, with my current mentor, I'm currently in a necromancy class, and we discuss the idea of death. And death is simply your vessel no longer walking this earth. Your soul is eternal. You are eternal, right? So, with that being said, the death card is literally your soul transferring from one space into another. Death can take many forms, whether it's your physical body, whether it's your current vibration, whether it's, your certain level of knowledge. There are death cycles and there are rebirth cycles. And it all just kind of came to a head for me. I've been in isolation since all of this started, and I felt bad because it's almost as if I've abandoned a lot of people that I used to talk to daily. And it wasn't until now that I realized that that was ascension. That was me taking my time energetically to release, level up, and elevate vibrationally. And that's not to say that I'll never talk to my friends again. Some of them I may not. But I look forward to reconnecting with parts of my tribe again very, very soon, because I now feel like after understanding the why and how to move forward, I'm in a better place to communicate with my friends and create stronger boundaries, right? I never used to understand why my first mentor, who the world lost this month, may her body rest while her soul is partying with the spiritual hierarchy, she used to take these long Facebook breaks and not talk to anyone. And I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. Like, dang girl, you just leaving us high and dry. What's going on? What's good? But now I get it. I do. In this time away, I've found myself healing, releasing, but also manifesting at levels unlike before. I've opened myself up to things that I never thought was possible, and I find myself having abilities that I didn't even know existed. The pendulum feels like it's swinging from one extreme to the other, but I feel like it's because when it settles, I won't even recognize the life that I had previously. Um, I feel like I am almost being groomed for a new level of living that requires me to release all of the old that just doesn't work, right? I've said it on the podcast before, and honestly, guys, I don't know if I'll ever go back to the podcast because I truly, truly love the environment of YouTube. But there's a reason why you aren't supposed to share glasses. Is because your vision is your own, and nobody else's vision is the same, right? And sometimes you have to change your prescription to see clearer. And right now, I'm experiencing a heightened awareness of myself, and in that, I want to say that you should not fear whatever isolation you may be going through. No, you're not crazy, and everything you're experiencing is to help you become a better you. It gets easier as you go with the flow of it. Trust me. I didn't understand that, and I fought it, and things got harder. Like, shit, y'all don't even understand. After that last Money Monday that I posted, Spirit got sick of my shit and was tired of me trying to tap into collective energy, and then I got sick for a week. I can't record if I can't talk, and that's basically what happened. I am thankful that they're allowing me to talk as much as I am right now, because I've been coughing a lot. Every time I try to like really speak or do anything, I start coughing. So this is a blessing that I've now been talking for 12 and a half minutes and I've only coughed once. But I will say this, collectively, a lot of us are going through this period of isolation, these tower and death moments. And some of us are on the brink of giving up, on the brink of self-harm. And I'm telling you, don't give up, and love yourself through these intrusive thoughts and the self-sabotage, right? That's your unevolved ego dying. Don't give in to the idea that things can't get better, that your peace isn't worth you going through whatever it is you're going through, because it is. I promise you, everything you feel like you're fighting for is worth it. 100% worth it. Now, because we're all going through it, I do have some requests for you guys. I always like to give y'all some homework. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Well, within reason, because you know we don't let nobody walk all over us around here. But we're all fighting battles that none of us know about. So just mind your business and be kind. Definitely allow yourself grace and compassion for what you are going through, right? Because I don't feel like we do that enough as a collective. We don't understand that we are all human and we are all going through things. We're not perfect, you know? Be okay with asking for help. We all have support systems, whether we think so or not. There's always somebody who is there for us. And then lastly, take your meds and drink some water. You can't neglect yourself anymore, because that's when you feed into your ego. Take care of yourself. Now, as far as the channel is concerned, collective readings and deck reviews will be coming back. I am taking some much needed vacations this summer because I know a lot of my issues are also attributed to cabin fever. I need to get out of the state. I will make sure content is consistent, but I cannot promise daily videos like before because your girl was getting burned out. Readings will be available for booking again on the website. On whatever available days are on the calendar, I will be blocking out my vacation time. However, if I'm on vacation and you need an emergency reading, I do offer emergency email readings. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, they are not gonna be cheap. I have so many things that I want to do with you guys, and I feel like I'm finally in a space energetically to do it. So again, I hope you guys will stick around with me and also support me on my other endeavors on other platforms. And yes, comments will be replied to, and my resin site is also open for orders. As always, I'm always rooting for you guys. And right now, I am cheerleading harder than ever for us all to reach a new level vibrationally. We are all on the cusp of greatness, and the world is changing. Things are going to get easier. I promise you. As always, I'm sending you guys so much love and light. And until next time, peace.